It is Tuesday, February 21st. My wife is out of town, so I'm at home alone with the kids. I'm running late. Gotta pick up my daughter. I don't know if I'm gonna make it on time. So the house is kind of like super trash right now, but that's kind of how things go when it's only one of the two of us at home. But today I was able to make it and pick up both girls on time. It's always when my wife's not around and it's just me that I always feel like I'm running late, even when I'm running exactly on time. And today was one of those days. I just constantly felt like I was way behind. So whenever I have the kids by myself, I always give them a little bit of leeway. For dinner, I let my daughter eat 2 kinds of cheese and then pretzel bread with a 3rd kind of cheese. I did get the baby to eat. I made her some apple puree that I made myself, and then mix that with some of her like baby oatmeal. So she did a good job eating that. And then I think we're just gonna relax and watch a little bit more TV than we normally do. We're just gonna try and kind of get through the week. The weeks when my wife isn't here are always so energy draining and stressful. It's the closest that I think that I ever come to having actual anxiety is when my wife's gone. And I think that the reason for that is because I know how normally busy like the morning hours are and then the afternoon hours are. And then I also know that how much can possibly go wrong when I'm doing both of those things myself. And so I'm always just worried that work's gonna get super crazy, which it usually does, that the morning's gonna get really crazy, it usually does, and then the afternoon's gonna be hectic, which it usually is. And so she was giving me like a weird stare. And so I feel like I actually get anxiety just thinking about how stressful the mornings and afternoons are going to be and how much work I feel like I'm going to get behind on while my wife's gone during the day. I just feel like it's overwhelming. But ultimately I try to keep it like... I try to keep it in perspective because I know it's only temporary. It's not going to be much longer that both my girls are so young that I have to do so much taking care of them. In fact, you know, my older daughter, she's very independent, and I can frequently leave the baby, you know, in a safe position, but with her watching her for a minute, so I can, you know, put together some food or get their lunches ready. So already it's getting easier, but from the day to day when my wife is actually gone, it's tough. It's a struggle. The baby lost her socks today. My daughter came home without a water bottle. I came home dripping in sweat because it's really warm outside. For lunch, I packed, among some other things, half a piece of ham with the outer rind cut off. When my wife is gone, that means, number one, I can't go running because I can't leave the girls unattended for an hour in the morning. It means that I have to take the baby out with me when I walk the dog, which I normally don't have to do. And it also means that I have to do pickup and drop off of both girls. Today it ended up being a little bit of a problem because I had a client meeting that I really needed to go to that got moved, but it got moved to a location that was about an hour away from, not an hour away, but an hour's worth of travel away from where I'd have to pick up the girls, so I couldn't go. So that's a little bit of a bummer. And then I had to miss out on some other things that I should have probably been to this morning because I had to handle drop-off. A lot of work is just suddenly all hitting at the same time, which is kind of how things always go. And it also happens to be happening while I'm doing a lot of traveling and while my wife is doing a lot of traveling. And that's how things tend to go for us too. But this trip isn't a long one, so it'll be over soon.